Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Got him.
what's up, good people?
Welcome back to our bunk ass podcast.
All right, that's the chapter.
This week is 998. Ancient types. Let us begin.
Please
So
stop
we
talking
start
like
off-
that.
So we start off with NL relaxing with the cat, listening to some tunes. The mouse staring over them. How do you guys feel about that?
Uh,
I think it means Thanos gonna come back to the story.
all right. Yeah, it's foreshadowing. You're right, Adam. I agree. It's exactly what it is.
See, this is why Minx is Electro.
True. It's all NL's doing, or Enaru, if you will.
Anaru, if you will. Oh my god.
Oh god. Alright, well not much going on there. Let's start the chapter. Huh?
Akagashima is flying.
Yeah, so it's still flying. How sick. And it's not falling.
Did you expect it to go down in one chapter?
Yeah, bro, it's already down. I'll let you guys build up to it. I'm just gonna have to process this
Oh
entire
boy.
Surprisingly, the lackeys know that it's somehow Kaido's doing.
Mhm.
What is Marco the Phoenix doing here? Oh.
Mhm.
You know, mentioning that the lackeys somehow know, I feel like there aren't that many choices for people who could do that around. It's kind of like by
Hey.
default, probably Kaido.
Well, they could have been like, "Oh, Big Mom turned the island into a homie and made it fly."
True.
It's pretty fucking stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I'd agree. Besides that,
Everyone knows Marco.
Whose side
so-
is Marco on, dude?
yeah, whose side is he on? They're ready to produce more. Hurry this way. They're going to the building that Zoro like chopped open or some shit, right? Is that the same building that Zoro cut up?
I don't know.
That was it.
It's hard to
I think
tell.
it was. It's like the circular, the big circular
The
one.
thing is, Sanji was rammed into one of them, and then Zoro cut the other one. Is what I think it
Okay.
was.
That
okay.
is Zoro cut, right? The when he was chasing Apu.
No. Yes. No.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at some point he blew up in some wall.
Yeah, he did. I don't remember when it was, but yeah. So they're going in there. They're taking advantage of that hole in there or whatever. They can make medicine in the tower. Gra. I
Wait,
assume
before we get too far from it,
Yeah.
do you think they those dudes asked what side Marco's on because they saw him lighting Chopper on fire? Was that the joke?
No,
it might have
I
been.
don't think that. I don't think that was the joke, because he doesn't light him on fire till the next panel.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Well, I assumed it was like an all at once thing because you kind of see him reaching over in the first one.
Yeah, he's just
Go
they're like,
Chopper.
whose side is he on? And then Zoro and Brook also don't know because they're also, fodder. So
His very hot flames are burning Chopper right now.
all right,
Yeah.
let's just fucking get
Let's
it
just
over with,
get
dude.
into it. All right.
happening.
Why? Okay, no. So like, it doesn't even give me it doesn't even give me an explanation that I'm satisfied with. It's just like they're not hot, but it's chill. It's preventing the chill. Like, why? Is it? They're not. This isn't a devil fruit ability. This cold ability is not being counteracted by like an opposite devil fruit, like the explanation like Akainu and Ace
No,
would have.
like they explained that
But
it
it's
would stop.
treating it like it is.
It explained that the virus would stop spreading if there was enough heat, and apparently Marco's flames are
But there
enough
isn't
heat.
heat. There's no heat. They said it's not hot at all. They said it's not hot.
He says
No,
says,
it literally
look,
says
look,
it says
it's just at the right temperature to hold back the virus.
Where is it at?
Right there.
Where?
Top
It's
left,
hot.
top
It's
left.
it's actually not that hot. I guess, but like I don't. It's but it's ice.
You got suckered by the fan scans, bro. The viz
No,
cleared
I
everything
read
up.
this part. I specifically read this part. Still, I still think it's wrong with not that hot.
I don't know.
I feel the chill melting away. Like, how
It's
is it
more like-
melting? If it's
See-
not hot enough for you to be feeling hot, how is a chill melting away? Like, it's
Well, you
this
only
doesn't
have
make
to be
sense.
like toasty for that. You don't have to really be like on fire. But I feel like it would have been better if they didn't mention the temperature and it just went to Marco was increasing everyone's stamina and it bit back the virus. Because he mentions later if they run out of stamina, they're going to revert back. But that doesn't make sense if he can just keep the
Well, if
virus.
it said if they run out of stamina, they revert back, but they're dead by then, right? Or some shit. Like by the time they would revert back, they die.
I
What?
don't know.
I've got their body heat back up, like you said, but if they run out of stamina, they'll turn right back into those monsters. That's what it says.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
how does that make sense?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it
Maybe
weren't,
their stamina powers the flames. I don't fucking know.
Dude, what is
that's
this
what it seems
ability?
like
I hate this ability so
Well,
much.
I mean, what it comes off as to me, it's like, you know, he's been able to have like mild regenerative powers. So I mean, like what it kind of falls into
Yeah.
for me is like, okay, well, it's like stimulating their, you know, their internal body heat, but it's also the fire seems to be warm. I mean, what they're saying, Chopper's like, oh, it's just at the right temperature. Oh, it's actually not that hot, but it's warm. It's like hot enough, and he's like, there, I've got their body heat back up. If they run out of stamina, they'll turn right back into those monsters. So he's drawing, I guess, on their own
I don't.
ability.
But
there.
it's cold enough that it's literally chilling their entire bodies. It's like they're turning to ice. It's not like oh I'm feeling cold outside. Like their entire bodies are being fucking frozen.
Well, because
Is
it's
it above room temperature enough to actually fix that? But it
Like-
doesn't explain it. It doesn't explain it as like making their body. I guess the stamina thing could
well, I
be like
guess because it's like
interpreted that.
it's like a virus, right? So like
Yeah.
in theory, your body should be able to like try and fight it off if it had enough like, you know,
Mhm.
whatever the fuck in One Piece is works against viruses,
Well,
right?
The way I
It seems
interpreted
like-
the virus part of it was that like from cell, like it's freezing one cell and then that cell touches the other and the freezing spreads or whatever, some shit like that. That's the way I interpret how it would spread in terms of a virus.
freezes some gas or some shit. So that's what Marco's kind of burning away. But he'd only need to make fire like as hot as a hot shower to, you know, unfreeze people. Like what they used
Yeah,
to unfreeze Robin.
it'd have to be
And,
extremely hot. Yeah,
yeah.
Well,
but that was also like
so-
soaking. No, that was also like they were dunking her underwater.
yeah, I mean it's the same with
That's
this,
different.
right?
Well, no, that's because that's dispersing the heat throughout like a large body of water. A body of water does actually do that. So this is just flame.
Well, I mean, I wasn't
But
really
it has
that
special
far
properties,
into
right?
it.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's just too fucking.
Can we
I don't
talk
know.
about this horrible translation of Phoenix Pineapple?
I thought it was funny.
I hate it so fucking much. Oh my
What
god,
do the
that's
fan
so
scans
dumb.
say?
I don't remember.
Passive
remember.
flame, which
Yeah.
makes it sounds better than fucking Phoenix Pineapple.
Okay, so the part of the reason why I have an issue with this though is that like when is he like able to control the heat? It's just not hot. It's always just been like room temperature flames. They're not actually hot.
For me, the thing is like the only time here like we're going off of an SBS with this, right? He
Mhm.
basically was just saying in the SBS like, oh yeah, his flames are totally different from Ace's, and I might go back into this in the manga, so I'll leave it at this for now. But he had like the off comments like, oh, they're not hot. Like, what does that mean? Is that are they not burning? Are they not hot at all? Are they cold? Like you just said, they're not hot, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's just like it was just like a little side note, and he's like, well, I might get back to this later, so gonna leave it at that. So I mean, with it being further explained as like what something it can do now, like you know, I'm not too pressed about it, I guess, right? It's like, you know,
Mm.
it was never explained in the manga before. He just said that he had that off one thing about it, how his flames are not regular flames in an SBS, and now we're just seeing more of that. So
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's a mythical zone. Like he could just be able to make flames like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be okay with just that being a thing for him.
I
Or
don't
maybe they
know.
always were just this hot and no one ever touched them, so no one ever
Well,
really
they aren't. They still aren't, even in this instance. They said they're not that hot. I feel like it it would have to be a heat enough to where they're uncomfortable for it to actually like to literally melt away ice because it's just a gas.
like you would literally only need to be as hot as a steamy shower though. Like
That's
to
not
melt
true
ice,
because the entire it's like actively still freezing too. It's like that's why the flame that Chopper was holding was only preventing it from continuing. That's
well,
another thing too, is that it's literally reverting it completely, unlike a regular flame was, which is weird as fuck.
well, the regular
Chopper
Well,
was
flame
holding the
wasn't
flame
really.
it's not reverting it completely. Like their we can see on the people that like, well, I guess some of them are, but like Chopper still has he still has the shit on his face.
Well,
Right? But
the
then you see
samurai
like
and bottom was like reverting, right?
You see like
Yeah.
Omasa doesn't have a horn anymore, I think. But some of the other guys
Yeah,
still
because
have
that was all made
horns.
of ice. So that's
Yeah.
just like the ice has been melting now.
I guess
'Cause
Yeah,
that's
but
all-
it
that's
wasn't
all just,
melting when Chopper was using it on us, which I just think is weird. I guess it's not melting now for him either with Marco's flame.
See-
It's like when Zoro cut that one dude open and the ice just regrew on him, but he did lose
Mhm.
like those ice bits that were on him. That's all.
Mhm.
So it is reverting in that it's just like melting the ice off. It looks like, but the virus is still in them.
Yeah.
And then when they cool down, it's gonna make ice again.
Super
I
weird.
guess.
See, and if you go the other direction, where then you can complain about the other way. If their bodies are actually that cold and getting frozen,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be able to move at all. Like their joints would all be frozen. So
That's
like,
a good point too.
so that's why it's like there's like some middle ground here. So
Dude,
it's like
this
they're not that
entire, like,
cold.
this entire thing is so weird. This entire like it was weird that they were turning into zombies while being frozen. Like that was weird. It was literally like forcing their bodies to attack people, and while also making them cold. But then the flame interaction with it, and I don't know. There's so much weird, janky stuff. I don't think it's a huge issue. It doesn't actually like matter that much. Especially like I said this earlier too. I don't think the market thing is actually a big issue. I just kind of think it's weird that they went with this instead of something else. But yeah, I don't know.
What
It's just
tickles me is that we
bunch of weird
tossed
information.
around all of these things as like separate ideas,
Mhm.
and Oda's just kind of doing all of them now.
Yeah,
Like, no,
I believe
Marco's
Adam
gonna-
said that
Mm.
he thought that Marco was gonna melt away all the ice or whatever.
Yeah,
I was with him on
last
that one.
last podcast, Adam and I were telling you guys that yeah, that can still happen even if Marco decides to bring Zoro up. You guys are like, no.
No,
No, I was on
it
board
was-
with
no,
that.
no. The conversation was explicitly one or the other. We were talking about which one would happen, and then Oda ended up doing both.
I was saying, I said
he
last
still,
time
he
would
still
do
hasn't
both.
done the second
You-
one yet.
you
He
might
still
have,
hasn't
you
done the
might
second one
have.
yet.
You're right, Fats. You might have, but Adam didn't. Adam said that he would stay behind and there's something. And
I thought
Yeah.
he would like start helping the floor and then would just go and carry Zoro up, which looks like that's what's happening here. But I thought it would be like he'd end up getting into a fight with King on the way to.
Yeah. In a way,
Which
I
might
think this.
still happen.
In a way, I think this is like a bit unfortunate for Chopper too, though, because like Marco kind of stole some of his fire. Ha. But yeah, like Chopper managed to like handle the entire thing himself instead. But then Marco kind of like does a good bulk of the work while Chopper's only going to be doing the antidote or whatever.
Yeah, he's only going to be doing the thing that actually stays permanently. Sure.
Well, yeah, but still, like I don't know. Chopper doesn't get many moments in the series, and it's unfortunate that he needed help on this. He didn't need it. He probably would have been able to do it anyways, and I would have liked to see that. is
I
what was
don't
saying.
know. I don't know if he didn't need the help. He was about to fucking unless Brooke was just gonna hold a torch next to him while he fucking.
I would think that they have a bunch of wood there. I think they would have been able to create a bonfire or something.
See-
The only one going against them anymore was Queen, and then everyone else was like, "Oh, wait, Queen was fucking with us, and this guy's gonna save us." You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if it was like that or if it was more after Marco did his flames that they felt that way. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, without Marco too, that was a lot less people on their side versus,
Yeah.
hundreds of well, probably not hundreds, dozens of samurai that have been infected too.
Yeah.
Hyogoro's still around, that's cool, but like Basso Masa was probably a huge one.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah. Then Apu.
Yeah,
I love these silhouettes down here.
I agree.
What on Apu's silhouette?
Bottom
Apu
right.
and Drake.
Yeah, Apu and Drake.
Yeah, I love how Apu. The Chalk was saying something. He was like, "Yeah, Apu's so fucking. He's not even worth drawing."
Okay.
It's funny.
Well, let's move on from the Marco thing. I'm gonna have my reserved issues with it, but it's not a big deal. Move on from that, I'd say. So
Yeah.
Chopper's gonna produce antibodies. Queen
To
is
help
trying
out
to
the
convince
Minks.
him that not to like jump to his side or whatever. He's like, steal the antibodies back on the double. You know the enemy isn't gonna bother saving you. And they're like, you think so? They're like having doubts about Queen's statements, and they're like, wait, maybe they will save us or whatever. And then Marco's doing his good stuff, talking about flying to the roof, yada yada. So that's happening, right? That's definitely. I mean, maybe it won't, Adam. Maybe it won't happen, right? But I
See-
think at this point it's pretty we're
See,
pretty
the issue that I currently see is if Marco and Zoro fly past Queen, who the fuck is gonna take down Queen? Like, who is like Zoro and Robin gonna have a team up and beat Queen? Is that what's gonna happen? Like, what do you think?
Sure.
They could.
Why
I
not?
don't know about that. I don't know about that.
There's still I don't know. Still stuff happening. I think there's a possibility that maybe Queen stops him on the way up. I don't know, or King does, and they have to deal with that. Maybe I think it's possible that Marco gets Zoro and them up there, and then has to fight King for a while. But like I don't know how the Queen stuff would happen. Queen's just kind of fucking looking on right now, man. Like what is
Yeah,
he
but
doing?
Queen's got to go down there eventually.
Yeah, he does. I don't know. I mean, maybe Drake will. Drake seems to be taking care of Apu. As much as I hate to say it, like Apu might be gone soon. You know.
No, he can't. He can't go this fast.
I agree. he
I
can't.
mean, he's been around for a while, dude.
Yeah.
It's about time he left.
Well, he hasn't.
I mean-
I think. Well, the main thing is that I think he needs a big moment. I think
Okay,
Apu as one
okay.
of the fucking 11 boys, the worst generation. I think he needs to.
I mean,
to
he's the
have
only one
something-
who's ever knocked out Luffy. Is that
No,
not good enough?
okay. That wasn't like a played up moment or anything though. That was like a whoa. You know.
I know.
I mean, like a genuine. Do you
Only
just dislike
point.
Apu? Do you just dislike Apu? Is that how
I
it is?
mean, he's kind of garbage, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, you fucking white beard,
No.
Sam. I swear to fucking
Yeah.
God.
I mean, he could slink away now, I guess, and like maybe fight Killer or something. But like, I sort of want him to remain here and fight Drake.
But that's such a downgrade too, though. Like he
What?
can't go from two-manning Drake and Zoro to let me just fight Killer.
well, now he's weakened like quite a bit.
Well, what if he goes into his final form and takes on Drake?
I mean, yeah, that would
Just
actually
a big
be.
fucking like trombone or something.
It would make sense. It seems like that's where things are headed too. Like Oda seems to be playing up a little bit of a personal thing between them now.
Yeah, and I obviously don't think Apu's knocked out after that entire squabble because he says "oof" as he hits the ground, so he's still talking, you know.
I mean, yeah, he's just not going down. People are like, when Kid punches him, people are like, he's down, like nope. And then Zoro
Nope.
cuts him, and people are like, he's down, nope. And now Drake bites him, he's still not gonna be down. So
Apu, the fucking Usopp of this worst generation.
Now, what's weird to me is Drake didn't try to like just bite straight through him. He just threw him down.
I mean, that just happens in One Piece, man.
Well,
Like,
that was
yeah.
Mr. Saki. He prevented it.
Somebody had actually looked it up, and apparently Allosauruses have weaker bite strength than a lot of other dinosaurs.
He's always
Someone,
been a shitter,
I'll-
so
I don't know.
somebody,
He bit,
somebody
he,
was trying
I'm
to
pretty
not
sure
justify
I'm
it.
pretty sure he's somewhat bit through the pacifista.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah,
Not
he
all the way,
did.
but somewhat.
listen, X-Rank's
Well, I
always
mean,
just been a dinosaur with a sword, man. He ain't nothing
it's
special.
it's not like he bit through it. He just broke the skin, you know.
Yeah.
Like how
So
Frankie,
Apu's
when he
Apu's
gets
skin
shot.
is harder than a
Yeah,
pacifista.
it's
Is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it
It's
is.
not
his,
an
his armament
actual.
hockey's insane.
Yeah, pacifista skin is just human skin.
It's
I mean,
not an
there's nothing
actual
special about it.
justification. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just bringing up
But-
something
but-
someone brought up.
it's just a thing that happens. One Piece does it a lot. It's just he's just
Yeah.
tossing them around, playing with them. But yeah, so
And I like how he himself in with the whole "if you see me as an ally,
yeah,
I got this."
about to say that. Yeah, I agree for sure. And I like that. I like that Zoro like trusts him and stuff. Like he basically, now that they fought together against the common enemy, he's like on board with him, joining them or whatever. When he was against it earlier, cool.
Yeah, it only took Apu to bring people together.
Yeah, Apu bringing everyone
And
together,
then we
man.
got,
Apu's the best. He's just so wholesome. Oh, my goat.
Okay.
I mean, technically, he is literally the reason that like Kid is even in this equation.
True.
That is
He's the
true.
reason that fucking
And
everyone's
Hawkins,
come
too.
together.
I mean, who? Yeah, no one cares about Hawkins though.
You're right.
Hey, I care about Hawkins.
No, he's actually my favorite
Hawkins,
supernova,
baby.
but still.
Wait, he is. You're gonna
Dude,
talk shit about
Hawkins-
Apu and Hawkins is your favorite?
Dude, fuck you. Hawkins
You're
is
gonna talk shit
interesting.
about Hawkins is just a fucking dude.
Dude, fuck you.
All right, let's not like delve into those
Okay.
competitions.
Okay.
Fourth floor. Perhaps Sanji sent a powerful. I love
Yes,
this shit.
That
perhaps.
was a great gag, dude. Oh, I've got a
It's
lot to
been
learn
up
about
third
color
floor off
observation.
our back. See, y'all are talking shit about how they're looking down on Sanji. They're thinking so highly of him, Sanji.
Nah. You know what this is, Red? It's
Oh my
another
God.
gag of Jinbei misunderstanding the crew dynamic because he's new.
Oh my god.
And you know what? Luffy was doubting it. And he had to be like, oh, I guess if Jinbei
no.
is saying it must make sense.
No. Let.
Yep,
Oh
I
my
Bean,
God.
Bean's right.
No. So Luffy didn't sense what Sanji did is what's actually being said here, and he said he needs to work on his color of observation hockey because whatever Sanji noticed, he himself didn't, and he was like, "Why?"
Yeah,
He
'cause
didn't
he's
understand
not
why
trash.
Sanji left. He didn't understand why Sanji left, and so he was just clearing it up. Let's listen. I know you're joking. But please, just give it to me, man. Just let me have some Sanji love.
Yeah, and also
Okay,
surprisingly,
to be
we don't
fair-
see Kid and Killer on this floor either. So I'm
Yeah,
a
they're
little bit
probably on the
confused.
next one right now, right? They were at the stairs almost, right?
Yeah, but that means no. They had just entered the fourth floor before Luffy did and Jinbei.
Oh, okay. It was the
I'm
fourth
more
floor that they were entering.
surprised that no one's commented on the tsunami of fucking weapons that are now missing from everywhere else. Like, wasn't that a thing? Wasn't that supposed to be a thing that happened to that entire floor?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, like the fact that I don't know.
Yeah, kids got like a Gundam worth of.
Yeah, because
swords and
these soldiers on the third floor or fourth floor are still holding their swords and stuff. So but they're the cat people. So these
Yeah,
guys probably
they're
came
all cat
afterwards
people.
with who's who, and the people ahead of
Yeah.
time were the ones that lost their weapons. That's what I would assume.
Yeah, they must have just missed Kid and Killer, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's likely. And then who's who just brought his whole fucking squad here.
And
and all
that's
that stuff.
another thing we
We're not there yet. We're not a who's
Oh,
who yet. You know, we got to talk about Frankie and Sasaki first.
Oh, I didn't notice the cuts there.
Yeah. That's enough, boys. Make way. And he fucking rhinos Frankie with his rhinos. He hits him with his yeah, he hits him away. And Frankie rolls backwards, and we get a really fucking cool shot. Frankie getting back up in front of the big old Triceratops. I'm still upset. I'm upset that it's not a bug, but I'll take it. I'll take the Triceratops. That was the most obvious choice, but I wanted it to be a bug because of like some of his armored corpse boys were buggish. Buggish.
Yeah, I actually like this design probably the most out of all of them so far. I think it just looks very nice.
Yeah,
My favorite has yet to be shown.
It's just the size.
Same.
The size is really nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like all of them, but yeah.
I like how the horns are black, and I don't know. I thought it was just gonna be like a regular ass Is that hockey? I assume on the horns. I don't know.
I
think
think it's just his horns. I also like presumably he's still wearing like his clothes, like his like his pants. Yeah. Like, they're still there.
The fuck is this guy doing? But I like that mix of black and white. This is the type of stuff that I think like looks better in manga a lot of the time when they use
Also,
these
like-
really dark blacks and contrast with white.
So this implies actually that Sasaki's horns in his human form are like real horns and not fake ones. Because
Yeah.
they're missing from they transform into the Triceratops horns.
Or they're covered, like covering.
Yeah. Well,
Nah.
Like his
Yeah.
horns
They're
would
all-
just grow into them.
Well, yeah. So I was gonna say that too, because like clothes have been shown to like grow with the devil fruit user, right? So if it's actually just like an ornament on his hat, then wouldn't that also get bigger like usual?
No,
with
but
other
yeah,
devil
but
fruit
it's
users?
completely missing in the Triceratops form.
Oh, is it?
Well, unless you assume unless you assume the Triceratops horns are the exact same thing as the horns on his hat, which means that implies they're like the same thing.
That's what I thought it
Yeah,
was.
that's what I was going for. Like
that means-
it's
That means
covering
they're
the
real horns.
Oh,
It
because he
wouldn't- it
doesn't.
wouldn't- it
'Cause,
wouldn't
yeah, it
cover
wouldn't
the
make sense because it's a
horns.
Triceratops. Yeah, I get you. I get what you're getting at. I mean, maybe yeah, it could be.
No.
I don't know. I kind of find it hard to believe though.
I mean, the clothes do get bigger. Like,
Yeah, but
the
do they
clothes
change?
work
I
with
mean,
it.
the horns like change shape, color, etc.
Yeah,
Do they
so-
change color too?
because there are other members of the Toby Ropo that have horns, right?
Yeah, but like who's could just be like a hat.
Yeah,
his it's not really clear because they don't change the same way Sasaki's do.
So does Black
so,
Maria.
Yeah, the horns actually stay like into the Zoan form, like Ulti stayed. I'm pretty sure. Didn't page ones.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I
remember.
don't know. I don't know. I don't see page one having horns on his panel.
Well, before we get there, for now,
He's not even wearing the hat.
for now, they're facing off. You were a dinosaur, and he says that he's the most powerful kind of animal that ever existed. Is that referring to dinosaurs or Triceratops?
Dinosaurs.
Okay.
But you know, like
Gotcha.
the fucked up thing is his boss is a dragon, and he's trying to claim just dinosaur, man. Oh, it's
Yeah,
it's very odd.
I took it as just a general comment about dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Right. That's
I can see that.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool that presumably Frankie's getting a proper 1v1 this arc against like someone of this caliber, who has been shown to potentially be like among the stronger Toby Ropo because of that whole dynamic with who's who and whatnot.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I was gonna bring up. Just generally for them, it's like yeah, they were gunning to be all stars, and it's like yeah, it's not a big surprise why seeing how he actually looks. I mean, his form, his ability seems to be relatively on par with like Queen, King. Maybe not as strong as them, right? But like at least his Zoan is definitely comparable. So
yeah,
Yeah.
with him.
I agree. But yeah, General
really-
Frankie is just like such a strong entity that it's like it works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's not like Frankie outside of his suit. So I could buy it. I think it
Has
fits.
anyone ever beaten General Frankie?
I don't think he's ever really used General Frankie in like
He's
Like a
only used it
full- a
versus
longer
Baby
battle.
5,
yeah.
Baby 5, but she
Baby
cuts it.
5, and then
does
he
cut it,
used it.
though.
He used it in Fishman
She
Island
cut
too.
Wapo metal. What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, is
that's
cutting
wild.
it supposed to be difficult?
Wasn't Wapo metal supposed to be like the strongest metal in the world or
Yeah, it's
whatever?
supposed to be stronger than the Pacifista metal, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be like really flexible, so it was hard for like to break into it, right? But then
Maybe.
Frankie's laser can just melt straight through it.
Maybe, yeah, you could be
I
right.
don't remember anything about Source though, so I don't know.
I think it's just generally supposed to be considered the strongest metal in general, but I don't know. Whatever. Big
Well,
boy,
the thing
strong
is,
boy.
Sanji can't break it, so that's basically how strong it is.
Okay, that was dense. Let's remember that door was dense.
That's the
All
door
right.
that Frankie broke through. I'm just
He
saying.
lasered it. That's different. Sanji still dented it, bro. All right. Let's
He did.
stop the Sanji hate. All right, let's move on. Let's just move on, bro. All right.
All right.
Hey,
Okay.
well,
Okay.
look
Speaking
who
of
it is.
stopping the
Who it
Sanji,
is.
Don't run away. Not so fast. Why are you running? I thought you said you
Wow.
loved me too.
Not
Can we
even
take
using Geppo.
can we take a minute to just look at
He
this
doesn't really want
this
to.
fucking slug lady in the
Slug.
lady who's
Oh,
covered in
yeah.
dripping fucking
Yeah, she's
slime.
slimy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That
she looks like the
is a
fucking
slug.
students from Bloodborne.
What?
Yeah, she kind of does actually. Yeah. We got Bloodborne in this panel. We got Dark Souls in this panel.
Oh yeah, we got the spider in the
Yeah.
fucking.
Why does Black Maria have like a mouth though? 2 mouths.
Okay.
Maybe she's like half transformed.
But beyond that,
It's whack.
what about
I think
those
it's cool.
those legs? Those fucking big bulbous ass legs.
I like that. I'm
Yeah.
glad that
I
they're
like
big and
that.
bulbous.
It's hilarious.
I like the design too. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like kind of laughing about it.
They're
I like how it
obviously-
has like her Jolly Roger on her legs too. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What is
we
this?
know it. We know it's not a smile. Like it's got the face and everything, but it says right there, spider fruit, ancient type, yada yada. So it's not a smile. No question
What
there,
if-
right?
Top part is just like actually fake,
Mm.
and that's how Sanji's
Yeah.
gonna be able to beat it because it's like actually just some dude with a spider in.
Well, you're saying that Black Mirror herself is just not actually there.
Yeah, that's a popular theory right now. Is that like
Oh,
it's
is
like it's almost like it's like a silk clone, sort of like Doflamingo's string clone. So, and like some people think it might be like made out of a corpse,
But
or
like-
it might
but
just
like-
be like just
No,
silk.
because wasn't fucking was it
Kaido was all up on her, yeah.
yeah. There's no shot. Oh, this Kaido's gay as
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
I think it's just Occam's razor here. It's
I think it's just a cool design, and they're going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't think it should have that teeth though. That's whack. It should
I
have
like-
like fangs.
you
He's
know how Oda
cute.
is. I was
cute.
hoping for the insect zone that we see like this to be like a really like a big spider. I would hope on paper I'd be like, man, I want to see a more realistic looking spider, I guess, but that's just not his style. So
That's not One Piece, bro.
You know what I love though?
I think
She
that's
has the
the first
first
time.
Jolly Roger tattooed on the front legs.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it was just
I
so
wonder if it's
weird.
on her regular legs too. You gotta see beneath the dress, brother.
Mhm.
Showing her ankle.
And then there goes Sanji.
I
Boy.
gotta get out of
there
here.
goes
But
Sanji.
no
God,
matter
the thing
which
is,
way I
like,
look, women,
God, but like
women.
half of them are like so ugly.
Half of them, yeah.
Half.
But like,
You
it is
have-
like-
you can go with about 75%.
You have Black Maria, and then you have Saru Hebi, and then like maybe you could like the slime one or the one all the way to the left, but the other one's like no.
Yeah,
Like-
the other ones remind me of the kind of
Orochi?
enemies that he fought on Newcomb
well, they
Island,
remind me more of like Amazonians or whatever they're called. Yeah. From
Remind me of some shit from fucking Dark Souls.
True. Not false.
There's something wrong with this guy. I wish I could see. I hope the anime shows their faces when they say that. They're just like,
Well,
there's
no, I
something
actually-
wrong with this.
I actually like that it's like zoomed in on Sanji's like flustered face instead while they're saying it. They're like
Yeah.
looking directly at him, and that's the face he's making. I don't know. I love it. Sanji's so fucking funny, dude. I don't care what you guys say, bro.
Yeah, it is funny.
I
At
do
his
think this is
expense.
funny. I do think that this whole exchange is funny. Although I am sort of like saddened in a way, but it's still funny.
You just gotta accept it as part of his character, and it's enjoyable. But
I want to say, I think, I don't know. I think there's a remote chance of Sanji actually like wooing or winning them over
Oh
somehow.
my god, no. He's
I
literally done that too many times.
he hasn't
Uh,
done it enough.
I don't know, man.
Twice,
I
you
think it's a
know.
possibility.
Third time's the charm,
Only
baby.
twice, really.
Third time's the charm.
All post time skip.
Third
A
time.
haul.
Well, like which moments are you thinking of?
Putting in Viola.
So just twice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah, do it
only
again.
twice.
Do it again.
My man's created harem, bro. It's happening. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just doing stuff. You're a little freaky.
What?
But yeah, Sanji. I'm wondering if this is going to be an extended thing or if this is going to be solved soonish and then he moves on.
I mean, I hope.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
sort of
know.
hoping that like Usopp and Nami arrive is what I'm hoping, and then they take over.
You want them to handle the spider?
That'd be
Yes,
tough.
yes, that is what I would like.
Okay,
That or
so
Robin, I think, is a good match.
See,
Well-
I just don't know how Robin would get there.
I think
Yeah.
Usopp handling like an insect type would be pretty fitting for him. He's got like his Kabuto and whatnot. You got the insect and the plants and the. I don't know. I think it could be fitting.
Yeah, I don't know. It is interesting though, because I don't. Sanji just needs to escape, is what he needs to do.
I feel like at some point, like he's actually just like in his mind, he actually wants to be here, kind of. So he's not really trying as hard as he could.
See,
But I
that's
think
why you need,
eventually, huh?
you need like Nami to break him out of the spells, like so
Well,
Nami can
yeah.
show up.
I think something's gonna happen where eventually he's gonna be like, all right, I need to move on, and he just like burns off the webbing and just moves on or whatever, something like that. But I don't know how long that's gonna take to actually happen. I assume that if it does happen, it'll be like during chapter 1000 or within the first few chapters of part 4, assuming that chapter 1000 is the end of part 3 or whatever, right?
Yeah, I'm not confident about that anymore.
I'm actually more confident about it.
I was looking. Hold on a second. Yeah, I was looking at some of the stuff for Kabuki, and I mean, Act 3 can be most of the conflict, and then it can still follow a 5-act thing. Because I was looking at some of the like categorizations or like formats, I guess, and it was like, yeah, Act 3 is like the majority of the combat, then Act 4 is like a big wrap up, and then Act 5 is like very, very short, where it's just like returns to the like kind of the beginning, where it's like, yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Well,
we'll
the
see
reason
what
why I
happens.
think it's more likely now is because we're literally getting like bam, 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 like we're showing all the Toby Ropu's things and like who they're up against currently and whatnot.
Yeah,
Which
this
is why I think that it could be setting up for like a wrap up type of thing.
it could be that, yeah. And this is like I was saying like a few months ago, I was like, I think we're gonna get a like a big double spread of Big Mom and Kaido on the roof. And I feel like that's very likely to happen. Either
Yeah.
I
next
agree.
chapter or the chapter after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
so-
rather than Kaido like defeating them on 1000, that happened way sooner, obviously. I guess it could be Kaido and Big Mom meeting again would be like the end of
Them, or maybe even like Luffy arrives at the roof or something, and we see them, or just
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna
I
get
mean,
that
like-
double spread.
Yeah, it's like so a lot of people have been talking about how like Act 3 will end with a big tragedy, and obviously the rooftop is a huge tragedy. You see Kaido, Big Mom reunite. All the scabbards are like probably unconscious on the ground, and I think in 999 we're gonna see Luffy and Kid / Killer meet up on floor 5, and they're gonna head up to the rooftop for chapter 1000.
Kid
That's what I
gets
think
there
will happen.
first and is dead, and that's the tragedy. Kid
Yeah,
fell-
I can see
I
that.
wouldn't
Adam.
mind that. I would not mind that, Red.
I like Kid.
Get him out of the way. Get him out of the way.
No, I agree, Adam. I think that is very likely. I think that is very, very likely.
Yeah, but the double spread thing especially, like, we're getting all the big boom, boom, boom. Here's the matchups. Here's the reveals. And then the only like official reveal to have left, you know how Oda will do like a reveal again, right? He'll do it again with Big Mom, and then he'll officially do it with Kaido because we've never had his little his name and his like fruit and whatever else.
I mean, because we already sort of had one of Drake before this chapter, so we just did it again.
Yeah.
I was actually about to ask, how many have Drake gotten, like, in Wano in general? Isn't this like his third or fourth?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's been a few, I think.
But yeah.
Because he just had one, like, a couple of chapters ago.
Anyway, we can go to the next page.
I
guess,
want to get
here.
to the, dude. I love this design so much, dude.
Same. I'm so glad about this.
He's intimidating. It's actually like sent chills. Like I actually got chills from seeing him. Like I imagine a very slow talking, intimidating voice. Like very
he's just
like,
relaxing. He's smoking, and he's fucking enormous as well. Him and Sasaki are so big. Sasaki is the biggest one, I think.
It's bigger than, I guess, because General Frankie's large.
Because General Frankie is fucking huge, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot how big General Frankie was.
But yeah, Who's Who is giant as well. We can even see the girl on his like throne or his like whatever.
I didn't even notice that he's so big.
Yeah,
he's giant, dude.
It's weird because he's not that big of a guy.
He's tall. He's very tall, but yeah.
Yeah, this is I was talking about this a bit. It's like, yeah, because when I was reading through the chapter, right, and I saw Black Maria, I was like, oh, okay. So then I was thinking about like all the sizing like metrics and whatever. It's like, oh yeah, well, because she's huge, it would make sense that even though she has a spider zone, it's huge. So it's like, oh, maybe it's dependent on the size of the user. Then we go to the next page, and I'm like, well, I guess not, because this guy's just.
But also, how big were Sabretooth actually?
Not
apparently
this big.
fucking massive.
Yeah, definitely not this big.
Not this big in real life.
Tigers.
Maybe like I don't know,
Yeah,
like
he is fucking
15, 20 feet long. Maybe that's way too long. Probably maybe like 12, 15 feet long or tall.
Yeah, they're not that
tall.
I don't know.
Yeah. They're shorter than a regular human, so it's pretty exaggerated. But I like them exaggerated.
No, I mean like tall as in like they're like if they were standing up, quote unquote, right?
Yeah. I get you.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay, here's what Wikipedia says. S. populatar was among the largest known, with a body mass of 220. Okay, let me use it in pounds. 490 pounds to 880 pounds.
Not that much.
I mean that's
so
pretty heavy.
So they're like pretty.
They're not that.
They're pretty comparable to like a tiger, then.
Yeah.
Like a little bigger, maybe. I'm not
sure
how much tigers weigh, but
dude, it's scary. They have a mink, I think, on their group on the right? Or maybe I guess it could just be
no.
Yeah, they're all smile.
On the right,
one with
maybe
those
he is
smoking looks kind of like a mink to me, but maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah,
I think they're probably all just smiles.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think that one can be a smile.
It's old age.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, why don't you think that can just be a smile?
Because it looks like he's regular like Zoan ability. He looks like he just went into a hybrid form. It doesn't look like the usual like goofy smile stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Well, there are some smiles
I mean,
who
Sarah
can...
Heavy was a little like that too.
Who?
Sarah Heavy.
Yeah, there's Sarah Heavy. There's the guy on Zoe, and I can't remember his name.
Sheepshead.
Sheepshead. Yeah. The thing we were talking about the other day was the idea that smiles are failed Zoans, right? But they vary in how they fail. Like some of them are able to do certain things, and some of them are not able to. So the idea was like a Zoan, depending, and this kind of tied in. This is like an interesting theory. You know how we have like Karasu, who's we don't know what his fruit is, but like he's seemingly, based off the dialogue we have, he was able to like communicate with crows or potentially even spawn crows, right? So then we have the idea that smiles like are spawning like the actual animal from their body. Some of them do that. Some of them are able to transform like parts of them into parts of animals at will, which we've seen with other Zoans. Like we have like Peckhams, or we have like Onigumo. Chopper is also able to do it, and yes, it's because of the Rumble Ball, but but the idea is like each of them has like an aspect of a Zoan fruit that they can do, but they can't do all of it. So it was like, yeah, some of them have like spawned animal parts, some of them can actually do that, and then yeah, I don't know. It all kind of tied in together pretty neatly as an idea for like the full capability of Zoans.
I could definitely see that. It's possible that he is just a smile and they actually vary that much.
Yeah, this one guy, I don't know, but just as a general
I mean, he
idea.
honestly does look like straight up Mink, though.
Yeah, I got fucking
Full on fits the design. I didn't even notice it.
Pedro. I got Pedro vibes from it. My man looking like a knockoff Pedro. He looks like a fucking fake straw hat.
Yeah, he's like a
Hey,
he's like a
we don't
shitty.
see, like,
He's
the
like a.
bottom half.
He's like if Oda did one of those like bad timeline Pedros.
Pedro
I didn't
Pristine.
realize though. Is this just like who's floor? Because there's like a statue. With
Yeah, it's the
Pedro on
Cat's
the top
Cafe.
right.
It's the Cat's Cafe or something.
Yeah.
The big Cat Cafe, fourth
Yeah.
floor.
I love the design of the
Yeah,
room,
you're right.
by the way. There's just a bunch of cat towers, and they are all just fucking cats hanging out here.
I love it too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
great. I
the
also
fucking
love
guy
that
on the
it's
left
like
is weird.
Jinbei is like a fish, and he's like in the cat cafe. He's like
Yeah.
food.
Oh,
and
that's
they're-
yeah.
Isn't
I
it
never
great? Dude?
noticed that.
It's,
Yeah.
it's fucking great,
So-
dude.
You know, by default, they're all about to get their asses whooped.
Thematically, it's just awesome. It's like the
Yeah.
fish wanders into the cat cafe. I don't know, dude. It's fucking sick.
Dude, did you notice that the guy on the left has like two sets of arms? Is that like his cat arms and his human arms?
Yeah, human
Yeah.
arms behind, cat
Just
arms
like
in
a
front.
face growing out of his face or something. Just like an entire front body.
Yeah.
Coming out of his front. That's weird as
Oh
fuck.
yeah, because the front one are boys, and the second one are human.
Yeah, it's super fucking weird. Yeah, that's part of why I thought that the other guy might have just been a regular mink, though, because there's even like examples here that are very unusual.
Yeah, and there are some people here who don't necessarily appear to be smiles. Like they just seem to be women. Like the girl next to Who's Who.
All the girls. Literally
Yeah.
all
Unless,
three of them.
unless her smile ability is just having a tail or some shit.
Yeah, there's that one. The other girl doesn't even have a tail. It looks like she's just dressed up as Catwoman or some shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's up with
Dude,
the tiny.
I hadn't thought about it, but what if it's just holy shit? I'm blanking on their name. The fucking Usopp's fucking butler boy.
Kuro?
Yeah, Kuro. Yeah, he's got all the cat stuff going on. It's a person who's masked, but they won't
No.
show their face. You know, it's definitely not. But yeah,
Also,
the-
do you guys see that fucking smile that's like right beneath what you guys think is the mink, and he's just like
Yeah.
a big ass face? Like,
Yeah,
what
dude.
is that?
That's the dude who went and found Sasaki.
oh no.
It looks like a
He
fucking
was a-
worm. Like like it's just like the front of his head. I don't know.
Another Dark Souls reference coming out of the
Tiny
ground.
Grand, though. The dude, the one next to
Who
the
knows?
forearm line.
Oh,
on the
it looks
left.
like a bat to me. It looks like his bat ears, to be honest.
Yeah, but she's got to be some sort of
I think
cat.
those are yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Little red riding
Anyway,
hood.
I love this dialogue with Jinbei. I'd prefer my more prestigious title, Helmsman of the Strawmaker. Jinbei's such a
Yeah.
fanboy, dude. It's so
I love
great.
him, but yeah, he's great. He's a good addition.
He's just great.
Oh, pardon me. I only thought of that because I saw you once. Yeah. So obviously the next part of the chapter would be what who says here in regard to him having seen Jinbei before and like talking about the mask coming off and whatnot. Obviously this wouldn't be brought up if there wasn't some significance to who he was, right?
Yeah, he'll be somebody. I think he's gonna probably be somebody that we haven't seen before. Maybe there was some remote reference to him somewhere, like a name or something, but I feel like
Yeah.
it's just gonna be somebody
I-
new.
At the
And
same
have
time,
some
I think it's
significance.
weird though to introduce some like who is it type of thing without actually us knowing them prior, you know?
What do you think, Geen? Hmm?
The most ancient meme on this server.
Oh, it's definitely not Geen, but Geen's coming back, bro. I'm telling you, it's happening.
Oh lord.
Dude, like fucking
Um,
4 years in counting of Geen will return.
There's no
dude.
shot it doesn't happen, alright?
Oh man.
But yeah, I think it. I don't know. I want to say it isn't someone we know, but I feel like it's so weird to make a character have like a hidden identity and then it just be explained who they are afterwards instead of being someone we know that was being hidden from us. I don't know.
Well, it could. I mean, it sounds weird on paper, but I mean that gives like a chance for some characterization with Jinbei.
Yeah.
You know, like whoever it is, right? It doesn't. It's really about Jinbei, rather than like a big tie back to something.
Yeah, I guess it could just be like to give this fight more weight for Jinbei. That's
Right,
it.
yeah. Like mask comes off, he's like, "Oh, I know you," and then it's like, "Oh, you don't know.
Mm.
It's actually my long lost son from when I."
My butler.
Yeah.
It would be cool for, I don't know. To me, I know this would be like the loosest fucking connection possible, but it would be kind of cool if Who's Who were just a prisoner from Impel Down who, like, I don't know, escaped with them or saw Jinbei and Level 6.
I
don't know.
completely agree. I think that's one of the actually most popular theories right now is that he's an escaped prisoner.
Well, I think
Exactly.
well Jinbei's warlord title was rescinded, right? Before he got. Oh, I guess it was
No,
technically.
it was. It
was
wasn't
after he
until he went to Marineford and like declared it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. The reason I don't know if I buy that is because Who's Who is so prominent, and all the people who were freed from Impel Down were third floor and above, right? Besides floor six.
Well,
There
no.
was. Yeah, he's from floor 6, I believe. Probably one of the people that beat the shit out of Magellan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
possible.
that's
well, those are, just
that's
Blackbeard's
probably
people, but
that's
yeah,
probably
a
the
bunch of-
only.
Yeah.
It's like the only plausible theory for me is that.
Yeah, like
Either
200
that or he's
people
some
from
fucking
5 and
Marine.
above left, and then a bunch from 6 too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's
Yeah.
possible.
If
I think
it's
that could work.
if it's one of the current theories, then it's gonna be that. But I don't know if that's we'll see what happens. But yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. It could work. It could work. I would hope for something a little more related to Jinbei, than just I remember you in
Well-
Impel Down.
I mean, you have to think. Where has Jinbei? Where have we seen him been? We've seen him with Fishman Island. We've seen him in Impel Down. We saw him at Marineford.
What I
And
mean
we
is,
saw him
what
in
I
a
mean is that-
flashback.
What I mean is that if he was one of the people that got broken out of Impelled Down, then it's someone we haven't seen ourselves anyways.
Well,
Yeah.
So at that point, I'd rather it be someone that has more weight to Jinbei, which means it wouldn't have to be somewhere we personally have seen Jinbei before. You know,
See, the thing
at a-
also is he's specifically referencing being when Jinbei was a warlord, which was like exclusively Impel Down and no other arc in the series.
well, no, for that we've seen, but he's been a warlord for years before that.
Yeah, so it can't be like someone from Fishman Island or
Well,
really,
yeah,
like
I mean,
I'm
it
saying-
could. I mean, no. I'm just saying that, like, yeah, like in the past, like
Yeah,
There's
I'm saying
flashback.
I'm saying it could be someone.
somewhere.
If it's not Impelled Down, I'm saying it could be someone from before that, before we ever met Jinbei. And
yeah,
it just
it would have to be someone we just don't know either way, though. I feel. you
well, we
know?
wouldn't know them from Impelled Down either way because we
See,
only
yeah.
saw the ones that we freed for.
Yeah,
Floor
no,
Six.
I'm
See,
saying,
Red,
like,
but you
from
said you wanted it
either
to be
arc.
like someone that like we knew, which would mean like
I
that's even.
said I
what you
wanted it
said-
to be, but I'm
so what you
but
suggested
Impelled
would be like
Down,
even worse.
but Impelled Down isn't someone we know. If Floor 6 Impelled Down member isn't someone we know,
Yeah,
that's
it
just
wouldn't
like,
be
this event happened and we know
like,
about
no
the event.
matter the circumstance.
Unless it like actually makes that plot point like relevant in the series, because that plot point has been
I agree with that.
irrelevant so
yeah.
far.
I would love to
It's-
see that plot point become.
It's literally Blackbeard's entire like foundation, though.
Well, it's also Buggy's entire crew. And you don't think Bug is
No,
gonna be more important?
No, Buggy's was he doesn't have any level 6 members.
Well, yeah, not level 6. True.
Yeah, I'm just talking about specifically the level 6 members that escaped. Why have them escape if
Oh,
we're
just
never
so-
going to meet a single person? I think
Well,
Who's Who could fit that
Big
bill.
Blackbeard's entire crew, but I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but you could have just just had all those other ones just stay in there. Like
Yeah, I
that's
get
what I'm saying.
I get what you
I mean, I guess, but
Yeah, I get
you
that.
know,
I still think it's the mermaid cat from the cover story, but we'll see what happens.
mean. Wait, is that not a joke?
No, it was a joke.
Okay. No one laughed afterwards. I don't know. Are you serious? But yeah, who's who?
Yeah.
So yeah. Next page is Ulti in page 1. Ulti still has her horns. Page 1 doesn't. From what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but who's does, and they grew with him.
True.
Who's who? I think it's actually just his mask. For him specifically, because when you look at like the design of his mask, he's got like the little jutting out spot.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually his horns though. I don't know, but
Yeah, I think it's just the mask for him.
I think it's a mask for him too. Yeah, but
I think Ulti, or not Ulti, page 1's eyebrows are supposed to be his horns. Weren't
No.
they like tiny
God.
things?
well, they are horny. Like they're like big. It's
No,
like,
but he's just like not wearing the hat at all right now. Is like, which I think has the horns.
yeah, I think that makes the most sense for me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I guess if his are fake, that makes sense.
His are
Ulti.
actually fake. I mean, because one of the horns is white and one of the horns is black for who's who. Or for page 1, I mean. So it's like, I doubt that he was born with just like mismatched horns.
Well, I would assume that was just like the hat at that point, but like,
Yeah.
I figured there were horns that went into the hat. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you, but I think
'Cause
since
Ulti
they're
are
mismatched colors,
it looks like I don't know.
Ulti still has her.
She's got those fancy eyebrows too, though.
Yeah, she
True.
does.
Dude, Ulti's design here.
Is it so adorable? Look at her fucking weird ass
She's
gelatin.
I feel
face.
like
Fucking retarded. I don't know.
yeah, I feel like Oda didn't want to draw her mouth, so he came up with that as part of the design, so that it just wouldn't look like, you know what I mean? He was like,
No,
yeah,
it was just a big fan of muzzles, bro.
I just don't want to ruin Ulti's design by giving her a mouth while she's a Pacephalosaurus, and
Or ever.
She looks
yeah,
too
so I'm just
cuddly,
gonna
man.
keep it covered up. And
What if her
that's
mouth
what
is
we're
just
gonna do.
ugly as fuck, like Katakuri's, and one day the mask will come off?
Also,
Uh-huh.
now I need to actually go back and fucking check about her hair color because I know in human form it's like half and half.
Yeah.
But I need to look at her other dinosaur pages to see if it's like consistent.
Well, I think this is this the first time we've seen her go full dinosaur?
No,
No,
it's
she
not.
did it against Luffy.
Even
Okay,
and
I
against
thought that was
Zombie.
hybrid, but maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I
She
thought
did
it-
both. So she started with hybrid, and then when Yamato one shots her, that's in her full form.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
One shots her, yeah. She went down the entire arc after that.
Yeah, she actually does have all white hair in her full form, so that's really interesting.
That's
I
very.
heard the salt in that red.
Suwon?
I hate the term one shot. Zoro. I almost called you Zoro. Holy shit! I hate the
Thank
term
you.
one shot being.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I hate when people are like, "Bro, you one shot him." It's like, no, they hit him.
What else?
Man fell over. You
Knocked her
literally
the fuck
attacked.
out, man.
Attacked. She didn't get knocked out. She got up.
But
and-
you don't judge it by what happens. You judge it by the end result.
So Luffy got knocked out by fucking Apu.
Yes,
Apu
for a
one shot
couple-
Luffy.
No, that was like it was like 2 or 3 hits. But yes.
Just one. It was just one big one.
No, didn't he no, yeah, he hit him like 2 or 3 times. At least twice,
I
for
think-
sure.
I think one of them was a cut, so I doubt that it mattered much. And then the explosion happened in his face, and then Luffy
Well, the
quote
cut
unquote
was
passed out. I don't think Luffy passed out. I think he was just like, and then he just.
I mean, Zoro had to fucking carry him. I would call that passed out for at least a few seconds.
I just hate that shit, bro. I hate that shit.
See, I'm okay with saying he passed out for a couple seconds against Apu. Apu's fucking strong.
Yeah, no,
You're-
bro. He was just doing one of the.
Tyler Willoughby.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So they look cool except page 1 because I hate page 1's eyebrows and I always will.
Really? I like
Page
him.
page 1 for me looked so much cooler when Oda at the beginning drew him without the pointy eyebrows, and then later on he added the eyebrows more often. And the anime made it even worse. and
I'm a-
whatnot.
Well, he
I'm a
like,
fan of
changed
his
page 1's
design.
whole design halfway through because it was officially decreed like the Spinosaurus had a fin tail and then the eyebrow ridges and everything. So
I just hate the eyebrow ridges. I think he looked so much cooler in the few panels that he drew without them. But other than that,
I think
he looks
I think they
good.
really help his hybrid at least.
I actually think he makes his hybrid look more doofy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
yeah, it looks like we're getting at least a couple pages or a page or so of flashback next chapter.
dude,
Yeah.
this chapter with Ulti in page 1, I like we're getting the fucking the like main like a couple main fights and whatnot for all the other Toby Roper, and then you just have like the regular ass samurai in front of page 1 and Ulti. They get cucked so fucking hard.
Yeah. Also, why the fuck are they outside the dome? Who's even out there? Like,
Well, they're trying to find. Aren't they trying to find Mo and them or no?
yeah, they're trying to find
They're
Tama.
looking for they're looking for Nami and Nami and
Yeah,
what's up.
Tama.
They
They
beat-
probably
they
probably
beat the
don't
baboon.
know where they are, so they're just looking and whatnot.
Like they just broke outside. They're like, maybe we'll get a better look out here.
But I guess we're at the last page, huh?
Yeah.
oh shit.
Then we get Ace attacking a statue in rage, or possibly even just mistaking it as Kaido.
Yeah, probably.
Wait,
I would doubt it. I would not doubt it.
Wait, what do you mean attacking?
Yeah, you see the fucking face of the dragon? It's like melted.
No,
cheek.
that's I think that's supposed to be what Ace had done in the past.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what I mean.
Yeah, he's saying Ace attacked the statue.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Yeah,
saying that
yeah.
they attacked. Okay, gotcha.
Nah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like Ace was, like, running around Onigashima, and then he just comes in a room and he sees, like, he sees a dragon for, like, a split second. He's like, ah! It's
Taking
like,
you out.
oh,
Yeah,
shit, it's just a
I think
dragon.
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we're gonna see that actually. I think that exact thing is gonna be shown at some point.
Hopefully, dude, it's just like him. That's funny.
I hope
It's
this is another one of those like chapter and a half flashbacks where Ace just kind of gets his shit kicked in and then leaves.
I hope it's not that long. I hope it's only part of the next chapter.
But see, like,
because-
why would
I think
Kaido let
it'll
him
be
leave
great.
though? That's the biggest issue.
dude.
Well,
why?
the Emperor's like all powerful. Kaido can't just keep him from leaving if Ace is crafty enough, and he can literally
Oh,
fly.
Crafty.
Crap.
And he
So
can
can literally
fly.
Kaido. So can Kaido.
Yeah, Kaido's not gonna
But
chase him.
Kaido's I doubt he's gonna chase him all over the new world.
Plus Ace brought his crew.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Yeah, his
he
fucking
did.
crew with them.
Just fly away. I'll be back, guys.
His crew, yes.
Reveal. That's
But I
the big
doubt his
reveal. for the
entire
arc.
crew broke into
Ace's crew.
He
This
probably
week.
did his thing and like ran it on his own or whatever, you know.
His
He
Yeah,
might have ran it on his
yeah,
own,
yeah.
but he's still gotta like retreat somewhere.
Well, yeah,
He-
but like
he
his
did
crew,
actually
would
help
probably be all the way on the opposite side of Wano, like chilling on the boat where Otama's village was or whatever, you know. So he'd retreat to there and then just sail away, right?
But
Presume.
Ace
Kaido
coming.
would
Ace probably
follow
came
him.
off as like a complete scumbag. He tells Tama, he's like, "All right, you've been having trouble with your village. I know exactly who to take down." He goes to Onigashima, fails miserably, and comes back. He's like, "Well, you can come with us if you become a bewitching kunoichi," and then just fucking leaves.
Fuck off. yeah.
I-
Ace-
That's
Ace-
what I really expect to actually happen here, honestly.
what would you say? I didn't hear you.
This is what I fully expect to happen. Ace just gets the shit beat out of him and just dips.
Yeah, I agree.
See, I just like. I guess it can be like more characterization for like Ace, and maybe like put like Ace in a different light than Luffy. It's like if Ace just fucking leaves Tama to live in fucking oppression, it's like, wow, you are definitely not Luffy.
Yeah, Ace is a cunt.
Ace was worse than Luffy.
Yeah. Ace
That
is
was that one trait that he actually shared with Roger. The whole refusing to run away for a friend or when a friend's right behind him.
But then, well, we'll see what happens next chapter.
I don't know.
Should be interesting though. I do hope it doesn't take too long. Hopefully, like half
I
the
don't
chapter.
I think it'll be one of those like four page little flashback.
Yeah.
But see, this brings an interesting thing up because Ace, obviously lost against Kaido. I hope that's not
Yeah.
a spoiler to point out already. But
Yeah.
clearly Ace could never have won that fight in his entire literal lifetime that we know of.
Yeah.
So he decided instead to go for Whitebeard. And I feel like that's either him saying Whitebeard was the better target, or Kaido kicked his ass so hard he decided to go for the guy who was already an old man.
Yeah. Well, what if Kaido's like, become my son, and then Ace is like, nah.
Kaido's like, yeah, this one's been giving me problems. Would you mind being my actual son?
Just another thing Whitebeard succeeded in that Kaido failed in. Feels bad, man.
Oh shit.
Damn. Poor Kaido, dude. Poor
I wonder
Kaido.
if Ace actually encountered Kaido though, because it says a man came here years ago to kill my father. What if he burnt the fucking statue? Was like, all right, that was that. I'm out.
Well, yeah, he looks pretty defeated to me.
And that's why Ace thought that Wano was freed.
Oh my
There you
God.
go.
It all fucking ties up together. Jesus.
I killed
Gonna
him,
be
and then
some fucking A Bug's Life bullshit where he has to just kill the dragon and fool him into going home. No, I don't know. This is gonna be really strange because Kaido probably would force him to be in his crew, and he knows everything
Yeah,
that
that's
was
what I-
happening to Wano. So why wouldn't he tell Whitebeard?
It's
or
possible.
anyone ever?
It's possible like Yamato cut a deal, or No, that's less likely than Yamato just like telling him how to get away, or like providing a distraction or something like that for Ace to actually escape.
I figure they would have just gotten Kaido drunk. Honestly, that's like the most likely thing whenever it comes to these situations to me. They just got him
he already
plastered.
was. He just already was drunk. He's like,
Yeah,
"You
and they
fucked
drank
up my
more."
statue," and then it's like, "Oh, it was Yamato, sir." And it's like, "Oh, okay." And Ace is like
Fucking-
sneaking away in the meantime.
Turns out fucking Kaido just came home real drunk one day and thought there was another dragon on his turf and blamed it on Ace.
dude, I actually, now that I said that though, I really want Ace to like have to think that he had defeated Kaido after burning that dragon's face and just left. I really want that to happen.
I don't, because that'd be so dumb, but I do at the same time.
It's so
It's
good.
so good. He shows up, and it was at the entrance of the island. He shows up to like the very front door of the island. And he's like, "Oh shit,
Kaido-
here he is!" And he just
Oh, he's
fucking
all
hits him,
tapped
and
out.
he stops moving, and he's like, "Well, that was easy. I'm just gonna get out of here now."
I'm out of here. Oh,
This makes
God.
Ace the only person in the series to fight 3 emperors, I think, that we know of. Right?
Is that 3?
Counting Blackbeard. I'm counting
Yeah,
Blackbeard.
Hey.
yeah.
Hey, Luffy fought Shanks when he was a kid.
Emperor
Did he
Blackbeard is the.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Shanks fucking kicked him across the bar, if I remember correctly.
yeah, that counts.
Hey, was
Yeah,
that a thing? I don't remember that.
That counts. I mean, Luffy had a solid chance of winning there. Let's just.
Shut the fuck up.
You had a chance, but Blackbeard became a Yonko partially because of getting Whitebeard's power. I wouldn't consider that personally, but
Well, whatever. Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, even if we count like full lives for everyone, I still think that stands. No, because Odin. Well, he didn't
Well,
fight Big Mom.
Roger fought several of the emperors before they became it, but
True.
Yeah, I guess Odin would have fought Roger, Whitebeard, and Kaido. It's pretty good.
yeah.
Damn. I mean, Luffy's fought Big Mom, he's fought Kaido, and he's fought Shanks. Yeah, fought 3.
And he did fight Blackbeard
fought-
and Impel Down. So
He did put
Yeah.
Blackbeard down.
Yeah, that's
Blackbeard,
true.
dude, Luffy's
And he
fought
fought
everyone.
Zenk, and he fought Garp.
Yeah, true.
Yep, and he fought Aokiji.
And he argued with Whitebeard. Does that count?
I mean,
Yeah.
he fought Shiki too. If we're being honest, like
That's
that, he
okay,
may as well
okay.
have fought Roger.
We're not considering that canon, please.
He may as well have fought Roger at that point.
True. Good point. Good point. Free time skip Luffy stronger than Roger? Question mark.
Old
Really?
Roger, thank you.
what if, and this would suck, but what if Kaido wasn't on Wano when Ace visited, and like somebody else was temporarily in charge of Onigashima, like King or Yamato? I think that's possible too.
Yeah,
In Devin Mitchell.
yeah, no, I actually that's
second,
pretty reasonable. And then you could even twist that into being like, he's not even here, and then he punches the statue out of frustration that Kaido was not even there, which would make sense, right? Like, oh, he gets Onigashima, maybe he meets and talks with Yamato a bit, and it's like, oh, he's not here. He's like, oh, fuck, and he just gets pissed off. He punches the statue, like maybe on his
Eats
way
the
out.
dragon use, yeah.
This
What if he
definitely
didn't
works,
punch
yeah.
it? What if he like took down a commander and that was the result of him just throwing them into it?
Oh, that's yeah. He could have defeated King and King burnt it. You know.
Yeah, like he never actually even got to Kaido and just had to deal with the commander, almost died, and Yamato helped him escape because Kaido was gone.
Yeah. Or what if actually, now that I think about it, Fats, you mentioned that you don't want the flashback to take up like 2 chapters, whatever, before 1000, right?
Yeah, I'd prefer not, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain if it
Well,
does.
I was thinking, now that I think about it, like, what if we just don't actually get the flashback until a few chapters from now?
Well, it's showing the fade into black at the bottom left.
It's not fading into black, is it? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the actual borders part. Yeah, you're right. That
Yeah.
usually implies jumping into a flashback. You're right.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. Well, we'll see what happens. Should be interesting though. Are there
Yeah,
any
I
more?
really can't wait to see him like just Kaido's crew interacting with Ace. You know,
Yeah, I'd like to see that too. Any more what, Fats?
Oh, I don't know. I was just thinking, like, are there any more double spreads that we could get, like, of characters, that would come next chapter?
I mean, Ace.
Yeah, I guess so.
King,
double spread of
Queen, and Jack.
Yeah, I mean, Jack's got a double spread on Zoe, right? Or did he not? I don't remember.
He probably does, but like he can just get another one because
Yeah.
he's probably recovering on the 5th floor. If I had to make a
He's
guess,
probably full health again.
Yeah,
He's-
I
what's the
think
top
he's. I think
before
Sorry. Yeah, I think Luffy might scuffle with Jack. By the way, it was like a long.
it
long-term
would be
theory.
Kid and Killer would actually because
You
they're
think
gonna they'd make it there first.
That'd actually be kind of cool. Continue the rivalry. Because I'm thinking back to when Luffy said, what he said on Zoe. You guys probably remember when he was like, "Yeah, someday I'll beat up that Jack," and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be
Yeah,
actually kind of good if like Kid and Killer robbed him of that, and then it's like their rivalry continues into their fight with Kaido. Right? It's like, oh, well, you know, something like that.
That was my kill. Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. I also think that I don't know. I think it's very likely that we're gonna get like a double spread like dedicated to Ace. Just Ace is such a prominent character. We're going into a flashback with him. I think we're
Still
gonna
in the fucking top 10 favorite characters in every fucking poll somehow.
Dude, I think Ace is a little overrated. I think he's all right. I don't like how he went out, but besides that, I think he's all right. But I don't know. I don't know about top 10. You know.
Well,
Yeah, pretty much how I feel.
it's okay to
He's-
be wrong. I'm just yeah. But yeah, this was a good chapter. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of
Dude, 6 double spreads.
yeah, with not to like demean it, because the term often is used that way, but fan service panels, like these big intro panels, like I would kind of call them fan service in a way, right? It's just like this is like the cool shit that we're all
Oh,
always looking for.
Dude, I've seen
Absolutely.
a lot of people like talk about chapters like this as like killer. They were like I've seen people like on Twitter and stuff like referring to
Yeah,
like
nothing
"Oh,
happened.
you could tell nothing happened and they're padding out for chapter 1000. I'm like, so much happened. Like, what do you mean? We got like declarations of like confrontations that are happened as well as like new forms of these Toby Roppo. How did nothing happen? I don't get that take.
Chapter flowchart. It's nothing happened in the chapter.
True.
I mean, did Zoro use Ashura? Then
True.
nothing happened.
Yeah,
nothing
the only
happened.
thing that matters is
Yeah.
Zoro's feats.
Exactly. Anyway, is there anything else though that you guys wanted to comment on?
Oh,
I
I
honestly
wanted to
just
comment
love
on
that.
one more thing that I forgot to mention actually. Brooke and Zoro attack Marco, and Marco just flies above them.
Yeah.
After
That's
bird
right.
copter. Forgot to talk about that. I thought that
Yeah,
was
oh
fun.
yeah, neither of them really know Marco at all, and this stranger just came up and lit their friend on
Yeah,
fire.
I don't think they know what he looks like.
Hey, and then swish, whoosh.
No, they do know what he looks like because they saw the war, right? No, they saw the papers about the war. They didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I thought that was funny. I'm not sure if there's exactly anything else that we missed. I just thought the art this chapter was fantastic. I'll say that. I thought
Yeah,
it-
character design is great as it always is.
yeah, but even like the detail,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. It's good.
The fucking floorboards and the Sasaki panel and the perspective shot of the Maria panel, stuff like that. I love all that stuff. It's really nice. One Piece is very good right now. It's very fun.
It is
any
a good time to
other-
be caught up.
It definitely is one of the best times to be caught up. 1000, bro. I mean,
Yep. You gotta be here. Even my roommate has finally caught up to the manga in anticipation of 1000. So
It's
Dude, I've
gonna
been
be
trying to get my
actually
friend-
historic too.
I've been trying to get my friend into it. He's not even he's still on the anime, and he's like where the the future travel is like revealed and whatnot in Wano on the anime. So
Oh,
he's
okay.
like way back, yeah. But I don't know.
Well,
I think
it's
both
time to get caught up.
So-
before we end though, any
Sorry,
theories?
go ahead.
Well, if you have something to say about the chapter still, go for it.
I was just gonna say, 1000 would be next week, right?
Mm,
No, what?
Is there a
999
break next week?
It's
This is
gonna be
999
the
is-
official. The official's gonna be out like January 4th
January
or January
3rd.
3rd. January 3rd is that Sunday.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there is a break coming up, right?
I think there's an overall Shonen Jump break. I don't think there's an Oda break until after the 1000.
All
We already
right.
got the Oda break.
Right.
Yeah.
Holidays. Alrighty. Sorry.
But before we end up here, then any theories for next chapter about what based on what we've seen during this one?
Jinbei uses a big bowl of milk to drench Sasaki.
Yes. The
You
whole
mean
Fig
who's
Island
who?
callback.
Yeah, who's who? This is what I meant. Yeah. It's just like dripping down from the floor above.
The
I
Triceratops.
bet you that's gonna be his fucking gimmick too. Like he
I
just
don't know
drinks
if he
milk
can-
to get stronger.
I was thinking about how he uses the tea, at the whole cake, and I was like, man, it'd be really funny if there was like a big like milk saucer in the cat cafe. I was like, man, Jinbei needs to use that to like wash away all these fucking jobbers.
Funny though. I agree. I mean, I don't know where he's. I mean, I guess say that I don't know where he'd get a bowl of milk, but he's literally in a cafe.
Yeah, that's where the idea even came from in the first place. It's just a meme, but you know, I thought it'd be funny. So-
Dude, fucking cat cafe. If there isn't a cat cafe in Japan eventually based on this cat cafe, I'm upset. I'm very upset because cat cafes are actually huge over there.
But yeah, I just really want to like run through this whole building, like this the way it's laid out with the cat cafe and everything, and the skulls. It feels so Miyazaki to me. I
Yeah,
love it so much.
I feel like this is. I don't know. I feel like this is one of the more like detailed. Because you know how like every arc has like that tower that they run through, and the fight finally happens when they get to the top, like Dressrosa or Enies Lobby and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I feel like this is one of the most like varied in terms of like environmental design and whatnot.
it feels
Detail.
more like a home base and not just a random tower.
Yeah, it actually
Yeah.
feels lived in and has personality to it and all that. Dressrosa was just, I guess it had the garden, and that's like basically it at the top.
All right.
I think it's cool. I think it's very cool.
Well, I hope in like 999 or 1000 we get like a floor plan, sort of like how earlier in Wano we got like a Wano map and it like had where everyone was on the map.
I think-
I hope we get that soon. Once
I-
some people settle down some more, because it seems like most of it has settled down now. So
I agree, but at the same time, I feel like we kind of know where everyone is. I feel like it's easier to know where everyone is in this than it was like early Wano. Everyone was
Well, when
like,
everyone's like right dome, upper whatever, I'm like, where the fuck is that?
true.
But then when it's aimed like that,
Right, so
you can kind of picture exactly where it is.
yeah,
You
because
know,
it's literally based on like the shape of the skull. So it's like right dome, upper right dome. Okay, that would be there. You know?
it's kind of it's a really clever way of giving us directions this time around instead of
Yeah.
like gates of justice.
That's it. That's a really example. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
am.
I got distracted. But yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think it's clever. I still want the skull to come into play somehow, but yeah, Mari is coming. He'll make this skull come alive again.
Yeah, well,
Again.
we'll have to see what ends up happening, I guess. But I would like to see a floor plan at some point too.
I'm kind of okay with just what we've gotten so far because Kaido lifting the island, it's not fighting, but it's good enough for me. You know, I'm kind of satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I,
island
I
itself
don't
isn't
need
fighting,
to.
but yeah, I'll be satisfied, I suppose.
I mean, what if his final attack is just trying to like drop it on the Straw Hats?
Just baby shakes the island.
He just turns the island upside down and starts flying, so everyone on it just drowns it to death, but he's died. 'Cause he
Like,
can
how do
fly.
you beat this dude if he can just pick the island up that you're on and flip it upside down?
True. I mean, I guess the argument is that he cares about not losing his entire crew.
But does he though?
I mean, dude,
He needs the assets.
he spent like a decade or two setting up this fucking army. I don't think he's gonna get rid of all of it in the span of a night to get rid of the Straw Hats.
But I mean, what about the island that he finds Kid and Killer and everyone on? What if he actually just like picked it up and that's when Hawkins was like, yeah, 0% chance of literally like looking at this dude.
Yeah, no shot.
Hawkins is
Just
like, oh shit, it
sign
went
me
down
up.
to 0.
And that's why Hawkins is a bitch. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Hawkins is the greatest, and I hope he shows up next chapter somewhere.
Well, Apu's the greatest, but yeah, I get you.
I mean, if
Yeah.
it's not Hawkins, it's damn sure not Apu.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, he's got man.
Discord didn't want you to say what you did.
Wait, what?
You cut out as soon as you said the word to describe him. So Discord didn't like it.
Fuck.
Yeah. All right. I think
Yeah,
I guess
I think
that's the
we're-
chapter.
I think we're
I'm not
good,
thinking
yeah.
about anything else, but
Yeah, it was a good one, and I'm glad there's no break because I'll be looking forward to the next.
yeah, I agree.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
less than a week, boys. Less than a
Yep.
week.
Here we go, man. It's all coming together.
There's gonna be some big ones.
And all showing up in 2 chapters.
All right. Well, whoever's still here, thanks. Thanks for actually giving us a watch. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed. It's always fun. So I'm gonna turn off now, and you guys have